It's RAM FM with Dino and Pete. It's Wednesday morning. Good morning. That's Eminem and Rihanna. And Love the Way You Lie. 24 minutes to 9. If you entered to try and get to Free Music Monday with The Wanted, the lines closed at 8:30 this morning. We will be calling someone back and letting them have tickets to that gig before 9 o'clock. So fingers crossed for you if you entered for those Wanted tickets. Right now, I've got to say good morning because we are kind of a third of the way into Fame Factor 2010.
We are. Last night, very good night. Semi-finals night, Heat 1 or Part 1 or whatever one you want to call it, Semi-finals 1. The guy in charge of everything and the judge. I like saying
don't build me up. Don't build me up too much.
I like saying he's the boss because he gets this look about him. It's Lee. Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, Lee, what's your official title when it comes to Fame Factor? Because you are kind of everything about it, really. You I'll have a bit of that.
Well, I'm associate producer on the Panto.
Right.
So I guess I'm one of the producers of Fame Factor as well. Okay. And probably one of the most hated men in Derby at the moment.
Because we did, as Pete said, we had 12 acts last night, and it was great. It was a great evening. Thank you to everyone who came along to support artists or just to, you know, specific individual artists. Thank you for coming along. We had a great time. If you just were passing and went, Fame Factor tonight, they go in. That was great. Do the same tonight for part 2 of the semi-finals. The thing is Lee, you are a judge. You are on the on the judging panel. Did you decide you were going to be the most hated man in Derby?
No. I think we just needed to be honest, and the crowd were really up for it last night, weren't they?
They were completely, yeah.
Atmosphere was electric, and I feel like I've got a job to do and retain some credibility and give the acts the best information possible. If they want to win, they've got to move forward. They can't just come back to the final and present the same level as they did at the heats, because there's got to be an upgrade.
Because you are. I mean, the kind of the end of Fame Factor is that somebody will be and have a professional contract in the Panto. In Aladdin this year, playing alongside Neil Morrissey.
I think you made some great feedback. I think you made some great feedback. I think, there was a bit of positive, there was quite a bit of... It's not negative, because it's stuff for the future, it's stuff to work on. But whenever you did that, a lot of booing, a lot of hissing. I like that.
I've never been booed and hated in my life. Working in Panto, it's the first time I've ever actually been booed in real life. And I was in the pub afterwards last night. 2 random girls came up to me. Happens quite a lot. I often get 2 random girls coming up to me. And they went, "All right, Simon." I went, "My name's Lee." They went, "No, Simon, we were watching you. You were horrible tonight." And I was like, oh no, even it's spilling out into the public. Start the car, I'm going back to London.
I watched your eyes as you had the first boo and there was this panic. And then after the second boo, you were loving it.
You did. You actually played the Simon Cowell role very, very well, if you don't mind me saying.
How high my trousers are.
Indeed. There was a point, though, where we had to move the judge's desk further away from the audience. For your own safety. It was good, it was great. We're going to talk more about the acts after JLS. This club is alive, it's RAM FM.
The club is alive with the sound of music. Bring it back, baby, baby, like that. Bring it back, baby, baby, like that.
It's RAM FM, it's Wednesday morning with Dino and Pete. Good morning. 18 minutes to 9, JLS and the club is alive.
Cloudy this morning, clearing up a little bit this afternoon, but still with some of those there scattered showers, a high of 22 degrees. I think what we're saying is, compared to yesterday, it's going to be a little bit warmer and not quite as wet, but still not great.
Thank you for clearing that up.
I just want to clear it up.
We have with us this morning Lee from Paul Holman Associates, who is one of the producers of this year's Panto. In fact, every year's Panto, let's be honest, we just can't get rid of you. It's going to be It's going to be great. Also, of course, we are part of the Fame Factor 2010. Last year's Fame Factor produced someone who was brilliant, who then went on to perform in front of, I only found this out last night, around 30,000 people who came to see Lucy in Cinderella last year. This year we're looking for someone else to be in this year's Panto, which is Aladdin. And last night was the first of the semi-finals. Now the thing is, the standard of acts was phenomenal.
Yeah, they've really, I know it's a bit of a cliche, but they've really raised the bar this year, haven't they? And
it was a cliche, but thank you for doing it.
That's no problem. I've always got a cliche up my sleeve. The bar has been raised and the standard has been set. Last night, you was watching me, I was choked at one point, wasn't I?
Fame Factor is just brilliant. Pete and myself, we present it and, we kind of compare the whole thing. Last night, Lee the judge, who had been vicious to lots of the artists, giving, what is constructive criticism. At one point, I look at him, and there's tears in his eyes.
He'd gone over.
He tried. There was a girl who sang. She was only 14. She was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, really amazing. She got through to the final.
Yeah.
But Lee was giving it one of, I'm so proud.
I think the thing was, when you saw her earlier on in the heat, she wasn't anywhere near the performer you saw last night. And all of a sudden it became clear that actually Fame Factor, it's a wonderful thing, and it's offering some great feedback to some hugely people who have huge amounts of potential, and they're taking it on board.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's a great platform and a real success story. Like you say, last year Lucy performed to 30,000 people, and hopefully we'll go on to bigger and better things.
Absolutely.
This year, we're finding a whole load of new acts that can also go on to be bigger and better. And Victoria, who was just talking about, in the first round, when she walked in, a timid young girl walked in to the audition. Last night, a star walked out onto the stage, and I kept just getting waves and waves of goosebumps. I'm welling up now, look.
I know you are. Do you know what, Lee? I want to make Lee cry before 9 o'clock.
No, don't. No, I don't cry in the morning.
Can we show you some pictures of kittens or something? Will it work? I don't know.
It is great. Was it Victoria who was the highlight for you of last night?
Oh no, there was quite a few highlights. It wasn't just Victoria.
No, of course.
I want to commend everyone. And when the judges broke and went into their judging huddle, another cliche, it wasn't easy. It wasn't a clear-cut thing. There was quite a debate. As you know, it took quite a while. You had to cover.
Yes. More judge rows going off. But no, it was great. And I've got to say, I personally want to say good morning to the two girls who did the whole goldfish thing, which I appreciate if you didn't see it, which a lot of you didn't. They were just two girls who did this whole kind of comedy sketch on stage where they were goldfish. It sounds random. They were brilliant. And I spoke to one of the girls' fathers afterwards, and he just said, thanks for letting him do that. It was such good fun.
Well, the whole competition, sure, is a variety competition. It's all about variety, and I was really pleased with Lucy and Georgie, I think, that did the goldfish sketch. We're embracing actors, singers, dancers. They're the first actors, really, that have come and delivered a comedy sketch, and they've increased their level at every stage. They've taken on board, come back, raised their game. That's what it's about.
All about acting goldfish. More from Lee in a sec. We've got Sean Kingston on the way. Eeny, meeny, next. It's RAM FM. It's RAM FM, it's Dino and Pete at breakfast. Sean Kingston and Justin Bieber and Eeny Meeny, 7 minutes to 9 Wednesday morning.
Fame Factor semi-finals night 1 last night. If you'd like to be at night 2 tonight, how about you drop us a text around about now? Text RAM and Fame to 82122. RAM and Fame to 82122.
I guarantee it'll be brilliant, and you might see a grown man cry once again. We have Lee with us.
It might happen.
I'll have my Kleenex with me tonight.
Who cried last night at one of the acts, and it was quite funny, and he thought he got away with it, but I highlighted it, and everyone shared your loving moment.
Lee is the producer of the show and also one of the judges who made people cry and made people laugh last night as well.
I always make people laugh, laugh at me.
It's going to be good tonight. Do you have any kind of an eye on any of the acts at all?
No, I've got to go into it with an open mind because... cliche time again, and it's the same cliche. Every time I watch these acts, the standard is raised, the bar is raised, and it's not over till the fat lady sings. No, but we ain't got one of those.
However, I've got to say, there is a guy tonight who's one of those freestyle football jugglers.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing him, purely and simply because I envy his talent. I always wanted to be able to do that, but never could. So I'm hoping he's going to be brilliant tonight, and I'm sure he will. If anyone who wants to come along, the result of this is a place in the Panto alongside Neil Morrissey, which has got to be worth, it's got to be worth winning. It's a great prize. Anyone who wants to come along for now, text RAM and Fame, send it to 82122, and we will pick some names out, and you people, you can get tickets and come along to semi-final number 2. Lee, I look forward to seeing you tonight.
See you tonight, boys.
It's going to be brilliant. Right now, Florence and the Machine, you got the love. It's RAM FM.
Sometimes I feel like throw my hands